Hey, how you doing? So we've been talking about how to focus, and we're going to just do a quick recap on a few things. We have to get out of the past. We talked about that. We have to stay out of the future. We talked about that. We have to focus on the present, that 8% that we talked about. That's the actions at hand today. We don't want to get completely fogged out. We talked about that. We want to consider bringing somebody in from the outside, somebody that's objective, that can look at the problems and look at the struggles that we're in, help us to basically just put things in perspective. We don't want to look for opportunities, which I know sounds crazy as an entrepreneur that you don't want to look for opportunities. You want to be looking for something that's a problem, right? That way you can solve a problem. And when you learn how to solve a problem and you learn how to solve it on a mass scale, that's where that's where opportunity lies. So say no to everything that doesn't facilitate your vision. That's definitely going to be a key to staying focused. We talk about that fog, being able to keep your eye on the ball, and just have that laser focus that you're going to need for your own vision, right? So uh, you're going to want to follow one course until successful, right? Isn't that what focus stands for? Follow one course until successful. But if we're constantly looking at other opportunities, if we're constantly seeing that dangling carrot, right, that we talked about, all it's going to do is just add more fog. It's going to take our eye away from the ball. It's going to take our eye away from the prize, right? Our vision, the thing that we're passionate about. So what I want to talk about a little bit today and expand on is that sometimes people will bring deals to you, right? As an entrepreneur, people see that, and the more successful you are, the more people will approach you with their vision, you know. And oftentimes they're so excited about it that excitement's contagious, right? We get sucked into it. There's times that it almost feels like, oh, maybe I should just ditch my passion, ditch my vision, and go with this because it sounds so good. But you don't want to. If you let a little time pass, a few days, let that the initial excitement kind of just tamp down, then ask yourself, does this facilitate my vision? In most cases, the answer is going to be no. In that case, you do not want to do it. No matter how good it sounds, you don't want to do it. You want to stay focused on your own vision. There's so many good things out there, but don't let the excitement make you lose sight that your vision is good and that's where your passion is. You also want to be upfront with people. You want to tell them, you just want to be honest with them that you need to focus on your own business. Just, I mean, there's times you're going to have to say, hey, I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I love what you're doing. I'm excited for you. Um, but it's not my passion. They're going to appreciate that because how many times have you felt, or you've done it to somebody else, where you don't want to say no to them because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but then you leave them with false hope. And they've got a timeline, right? They've got to stay focused on their business, and they need to stay on task. And if they think there's a chance that you're interested, just because you haven't given them a direct answer that it's not the time for you, then you leave them kind of hanging out there. So you don't want to do that. Um, Next week, that's we're going to wrap it up with that today. Next week, we're going to be talking about what it means to close cycles. So, in the meantime, have a great day, live well, and prosper fairly.